Heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Here we go now. Watch him now, Barney.
They're going to try and throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And the back goes into motion. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to float this over them into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This fielded at the 2. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
This is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He's going to let this one go deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And here's Marshall. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it. Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep, and this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for the Pats on 3rd. 42 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike. Gets a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Patriots are pouring it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. This fielded at the 2. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll run with Marshall. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that's good for a New England first down. They come up in an offset eye. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
This is Marshall. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Paul Posluszny, the linebacker, brings him down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Mike 51. Mike 51. No chance.
Now they'll run it on the toss. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass, a run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
The slot man in motion right. And the D looking like they may blitz. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is Yeldon on the dump off. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He finds Hearns left side. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Good throw. Receiver does his job, and it's a first down for the offense.
Excellent execution all the way around. Plenty of time for the quarterback and the receiver to work their first down magic.
Allen. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the Patriots coming out now. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So it is 3rd down now, but less than a yard to go.
There we go, D. That's the way to hit. Set. Green.
Now Marshall. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Play action. Garoppolo. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there for New England. 51 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Green 39. Green 39.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit. Even though I'm not rooting for either team, that was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
A 2nd down carry for Urban. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Over. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, let's go. Green 39. Good.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This is caught. It's Cooks. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots continue to roll. The point after try for Gostkowski. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go.
go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to go up top again. And got his man complete. They get 39 yards out of that one. And it's good enough for a Jacksonville first. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. 19.
Now Allen. His pass incomplete. TJ Yeldon, the one he was looking for. And now it's third down.
Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Hurry up. Here we go. 3-19.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So third and medium here, 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go. 3-9.
And they'll run it here. And he's got some space here. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level play.
So we got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And he's got room. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo, and incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They'll run for it with Marshall. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
Set, 3-19.
And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Leopard. Watch it now, Barney. Now let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. On the handoff, this is Irvin. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Let's go. Green.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Allen, and his throw is incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call.
And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position. And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line lowered.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. The Jaguars getting set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Robert Quinn. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And quickly, they get to the line.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Allen hit. He lost the football. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. They'll give it to him right up the gut. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New England, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. With that,